Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be installing the 034 Motorsport dog bone inserts. So we got the upper insert and the lower insert. And off the bat, I just got to say, these things are kind of beautiful. Like, they look so good. But, I mean, that doesn't really matter because we'll never see them under the car once we install them. But here are the part numbers if you want to take a look at them. I'll also put the links in the description. And we got some hardware as well. And let's get right into this. Here we are under the car. And so here's the dog bone mount itself. And we got to take off this nut, which is a 21 millimeter. And these two, which are 16s. So I'm going to take this one out first all the way. And then take these out. And then we're going to slide the entire assembly this way towards the front of the car. All right, so this thing literally slid out so easily. So I also wanted to mention I did have to use a breaker bar because those were freaking on there. So if you have one of those, you're gonna want to use it. If not, hope you're strong. So let's go ahead and grab the new parts to slide up in there. Before we go ahead and insert this piece into the mount, we're gonna want to apply a light coating of grease. This is gonna help us get it up in there, and I guess so it just lubricates it a little. All right, so we're under the car now, and here's the front, the hole, and this insert is going to go like this with the concave on the back and the hole on the bottom right into that hole, and it's got to go all the way up. That way we can fit the lower one in there still. So I'm gonna go ahead and press that in there real quick. All right, so not sure if you can see that or not, but what I was doing was putting this screwdriver in here and pushing this back towards the rear of the vehicle. That allowed me to just slide this thing right up there, and it actually kind of goes farther than you think. There's the hole right there. And now we're gonna put the lower piece on. All right, so we actually needed to slide the mount back in there, which is what I did here. It went in no problem. And I just lined up these holes, and we are going to insert these two back ones loosely, and then I'll probably just like hand tighten them, not all the way. And then we'll stick the other mounts in and the new bolt for there. The little guy goes all the way at the front, and the skinny long one goes right there, as you can see, compared to the biggest one. I got those two bolts mostly in there. And for the lower insert, you can't really mess this up. This washer piece will have to line up with the hole on the bottom of there. So the numbers will be towards the back. And then it goes in with the 034 towards the front of the car. Just like that, I guess. Don't really have to do much pushing or anything. It's just kind of there. Actually, it wants to kind of fall out. So we'll get that bolt in real quick. Everything is still loose. And now we're going to tighten these down. This is 50 Newton meters, both of these with a 90-degree turn. And I believe this is 130 with a 90-degree turn, Newton meters. And if that's wrong, I'll put the correct ones on screen. All right, that's roughly 90 degrees. And we are good for go. Let's do some testing. All right, so first impressions in the car. We are idling here, and I do not feel a difference in the idle. There's no extra vibrations. I don't hear anything like any noises, any rattles that are louder than normal yet. Let's go for a little drive and test her out. The gas pedal actually feels slightly tighter, like a little bit more responsive. I feel like I don't have to push it down as far to like get moving. All right, here's a quick womp for you guys. Yeah, I mean, the shifts do feel tighter. You do notice a difference, but it's still very minimal. All right, so after some driving here, I've noticed a few things. First off, under load, when you're shifting and you get your DSG farts, depending on your modifications, usually you can like feel it, like you can feel those DSG farts like in your butt, which is no pun intended.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But like you can feel it in the seat. And now with these inserts, I can feel it more. When you're, say, in like third gear and you womp on it up until like 5K RPMs and you just let off instead of upshifting, the car used to like jolt a little. Now I can notice that it doesn't jolt as much. It kind of just settles back into place as it goes down in RPMs. So yeah, there's that. The shifts, I mean, they feel a little crispier. It's hard to explain when you're not... Ooh. Jesus. It's hard to explain when you're not actually the one driving the car. I'm gonna be honest, whatever I do feel, it's very slight. All right, it's the next day. I've put some miles on these new inserts, and from what I can tell, there's definitely a difference. On shifting, it does feel tighter. I used to be able to feel like everything just jolt. These inserts say that they'll get crispier shifts and reduced drivetrain slop, and I can definitely confirm it helps with that. The noise, the NVH, noise, vibration, and harshness, I don't really feel any more of that. I've already had some vibrations from my motor mounts, and it made it slightly louder, but nothing significant. I also think if you only did these inserts with no upgraded motor and trans mounts, it's going to make a hell of a lot of a difference. Since I already have those upgraded, I can't feel it as much. The throttle is a little bit more responsive. It feels tighter. Everything just feels tighter. What else? I guess maybe you want to know if you can daily drive with these things. I definitely think so, especially if you're going to get these instead of like motor mounts. I think you could do that. Overall, I think it's worth it. It's only like $80 and it takes about an hour. So yeah, if you enjoyed this content, please drop a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. If you have any questions, anything I didn't answer for you, just put it in the comments. I'll get back to you very soon. And that's it for this video. Peace.